Okay. Om Gyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sutantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yukta Padakamanam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupa Sagrajata Masagana Raghunata Vidam Dam Sajivam Tadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Vitamsta He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagapate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpataro Vyasta Kripa Sindhu Vyayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm coming. Just give me 1 minute. Oh, Madam Nikki, okay, please go ahead.
Yes, Prabhu. Okay, chapter 10, text 10. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pitipurvakam dadami buddhiyogam tam yanamam upayantite. Translation: to those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Very nice. Very nice. Somebody want to recite? Yeah, please go ahead.
I try. Actually, I forgot. But okay, I try. Okay.
Forgot?
Yes, but I try, Prabhu. Okay. Shitam satatayuktanam bajatam priti what? Bajatam priti purvakam mamadi budhi bojantam
Yenamam
upayantite. Translation: to those are constantly devoted to my service with love, to serving me with love, I give understanding by which they can come to me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So let's continue immediately. Madam, please want to summarize yesterday?
Okay, Prabhu. I'll make it quick. Okay, we covered 47 to 53 verses, 47 to 53, glories of pure bhakti. We started with 47, which discussed the how rare it is to see the universal form of the Supreme Lord. In verse 47, Krishna tells Arjuna that no one has seen his universal form, that is unlimited and full of glaring effulgence. Oh, wait a second, Prabhu. I think my cat is choking. Okay, I'll check on her later. Oh no. Okay, so because of the Supreme Lord's glaring effulgence, a normal person may think that such light or glaring light is the Supreme Lord himself. So we cited different evidence of this glaring effulgence of the Supreme Lord, just like in Sri Upanishad verse 16, that a pure devotee prays to the Supreme Lord to please remove the effulgence of his transcendental rays so that he can see Krishna's beautiful form. Another reference is to Canto 8, Chapter 6, Text 1 of Srimad Bhagavatam, where Krishna's bodily effulgence resembled the simultaneous rising of thousands of suns. So this glaring effulgence of Krishna is proven or mentioned scattered around the sastras or the scriptures. Okay, in the purport, we said that because Krishna's universal form was shown to Arjuna, other devotees in the heavenly planets could also see this form of Krishna. Okay, next verse 48. Krishna is speaking here. According to him, no one can see his universal form even through the study of the Vedas, performing yajna, by charity, by pious activities, or by performing austerities or tapasya. According to the Srila Prabhupada in the purport, one cannot have the divine vision without becoming divine, meaning one has to become Krishna's pure devotee. However, as we have learned, pure devotees with divine vision are not really that interested in seeing Krishna's universal form, okay, which is quite ironic. Just like in the previous verses, after Arjuna saw Krishna's universal form, he begins to ask Krishna to, please, my Lord, show me your beautiful four-handed form, because I think he was terrified by Krishna's universal form. For verse 49, with a peaceful mind, Krishna now shows Arjuna the form that Arjuna desires to see, which is his Narayan form, his four-handed form. And you explained to the class that pure devotees are not interested in seeing Krishna's universal form because we cannot offer our service, we cannot offer prasadam or give our glories to that form of Krishna. Unlike when we see the beautiful forms of Radha Madhav in front of us, we can offer our glories, we can offer food, we can offer even singing or dancing to Radha Madhav and even dress them up. Okay, so it's a different kind of devotion that you can only do if you see, that you can only do when you see Krishna's two-handed form. Okay. For verses 50 to 51, this discusses the Krishna's four-handed form. Okay, for verse 50, Sanjaya here describes to Dhritarashtra that Krishna is finally now showing Arjuna his four-armed form, and at last even showed Arjuna his two-handed form to encourage Arjuna that was fearful earlier. Now, why did Krishna do this? Why did he show Arjuna his two-handed form? Because Krishna knows that Arjuna was not interested in seeing his four-handed form. That is why we call Krishna's two-handed form as Saumya Vapu, right? It is known as Krishna's most beautiful form, and only a person whose eyes are smeared with the ointment of love can see this beautiful form of Sri Krishna. Okay, for verse 51, after seeing Krishna's original form, his Manusham Rupam, two-handed form, Arjuna speaks by praising the Supreme Lord that this form is very beautiful, and this form gives him peace of mind. And so in the purport, we said that in the purport of this verse 51, Srila Prabhupada explained that anyone who thinks that Krishna is an ordinary person is misguided, very misguided, because Krishna is so powerful that he can change his form freely, right? From his universal form to his four-handed form, and then eventually to his two-handed form in front of Arjuna. Hence, devotees are not confused with misguided commentaries on Bhagavad Gita, because devotees know what is what, okay? And according to the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's opulence and his greatness is clear as the sun, okay? There's no need to be confused by misguided commentaries. Next, we covered 52 to 53, verses 52 to 53, which tackles the topic that it is much rarer to see Krishna's two-handed form. So if his four-handed form is rare to see, this one is even more confidential. Okay? Okay. So in verse 52, Krishna says that even the demigods are seeking the opportunity to see this very dear form of him, his two-handed form. We mentioned Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 6, Text 2, and Text 3 to 7, that states the visions, the visions of all the demigods is blocked by the effulgence of the Supreme Lord. And only in verse 3 to 7, only Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva could see Krishna's crystal clear personal beauty. Now they describe his beautiful features precisely, right? Which made them fall to the ground and offer their obeisances to Krishna. So this description of Krishna's beautiful features is very is not something that you see in different scriptures aside from Bhagavad Gita or other scriptures of Krishna, because in other like biblical sources, God's face is always obscured or like vaguely described. But here, particularly in Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna's face, his like wonderful features is being described one by one by Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. So it's quite unique. Okay, and the purport, Krishna's two-handed form is considered Su Durdarsham. It is more confidential, okay? And again, reiterating the point that Krishna, this form of Krishna, is only visible to those who are divine in nature, like his pure devotees. And this is not visible to foolish persons who deride Krishna, okay? That is why in chapter 4 of Bhagavad Gita, this chapter describes the transcendental process, the Vedic process, to cultivate our love for Krishna in order to someday see him, which is through hearing about Krishna from authorities and to repeatedly hear about Krishna, okay? And only then will Krishna become dear to us. And only then can we see his many beautiful forms, okay? Because realization begins from hearing. We ended there, Prabhu. It took quite some time. I will check on my cat, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. I'll turn off my camera.
To check what?
Prabhu, can I turn off my camera? Because I will check on my cat. She was choking.
It's okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Really appreciate. Okay, so very good. So we're almost towards the end of chapter 11. So we're going to continue from text. I think we stopped at text 52 yesterday. So we proceed to text 53. So chapter 11 ends in text 55. It's going to be difficult for me to move around my because I'm not my mouse today. The mouse is in the temple. So Krishna continue. Nadanena na chejaya sakyameva vidom drashtum. Drishtra asimam yataha. So here is saying that, oh Krishna.
We cannot see, Prabhu.
You say what?
We cannot see your screen.
It's loading.
Let me try again. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes, we can see now.
Okay. So the form you are seeing with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas, nor by undergoing serious penances, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is not by this faith that one can see me as I am. So Krishna, so much emphasis on not by studying the Vedas, not by charity. You already mentioned this again before. And here again, it's saying the same thing again. So it's very, very salient points we take note from here that, understanding Krishna doesn't depend on our erudite scholarship or penance or charity and all these material or external things. You see, it is not by all these means Krishna is saying. One cannot understand it by all these ritualistic processes of the Vedas, of the scriptures. No. So he's going to tell Arjuna again and again, which he already established before, only by bhakti, but he's still going to tell him again about it. So again and again, Krishna is saying this. Oh, Krishna. Okay, went back. Somebody can just help me share the screen. Who can help this verse for me?
How to do Prabhu?
Share this verse?
I'll share it, Prabhu.
Yeah, please do. Because I don't have my mouse. I forgot my mouse in the temple. So to control with this pad is very difficult. Okay.
Visible?
Yeah, it's okay. It's showing now. Click on that 3 dots on the top of on the right side of your computer.
Huh?
3 dots.
Which 3 dots?
The burger icon.
Next to where it says verify it's you.
Very close to the verify is you.
So you can zoom. You can make the text bigger.
You look at the
or you can zoom in directly.
the top internet menu mirror. Yeah, you're close. Go to the 3 dots on the right.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. This
Or
one?
to the right, yeah, to the right hand side. Right, no, below that, to the right hand side.
Huh?
Below that, to the right hand side. See where it says verify it's you? There's 3 little dots there.
Nata yung nasa taas, like nakalagay na verify it's you, the 3 dots.
There's another
Where's
menu.
verify is me?
No, the
It's-
3
it's
dots.
On
the-
top,
Mm.
right side. Top right side.
This one?
Yes,
Next
but
to
don't
it.
don't
Next
push
to
that.
that.
Next to that is 3 dots.
This one.
Yes,
Yeah, there you
that's
go. Okay.
one.
What should I do?
Just click on the plus for that.
Zoom.
Zoom.
Already zoomed it. See?
You can zoom it. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that for me there. More, increase it.
More.
Okay,
Like
very
that.
good. Now it's okay.
Okay.
Thank you. So the form you are saying with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas, not by undergoing serious penances, not by charity, not by worship. It is not by these means that you can see me as I am. So Krishna again emphasizing on all these things. So it's not by ritualistic performances that we can understand Krishna. Only through bhakti, devotion. So let's read the purport.
I'll read it. Krishna first appeared before his parents, Devaki and Vasudeva, in a 4-handed form, and then he transformed himself into the 2-handed form. This mystery is very difficult to understand for those who are atheist or who are devoid of devotional service. For scholars who have simply studied Vedic literature by way of grammatical knowledge or mere academic qualifications, Krishna is not possible to understand, nor is he to be understood by persons who officially go to the temple to offer worship. They make their visit, but they cannot understand Krishna as he is. Krishna can be understood only through the path of devotional service, as explained by Krishna himself in the next verse. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. So let's go and read the next verse.
Yes.
How to understand Krishna. Yes. Very, very, very important. Bhaktiya tu anayaya sakya aham evam vidorjuna yatum drashtum chatattvena pravishtum champarantapa. So Krishna is describing very clearly here how you can understand him. Let's read this translation. Bhaktiya tu anayaya, only by pure unalloyed devotion. Please move it up. Let's read the translation. My dear Jonah, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am. Standing before you, I can all speak directly, sing directly. Only in this way can you enter into the mysteries of my understanding. So here Krishna is emphatically saying there is no other way you can understand him, only by pure, undivided bhakti. Anayaya bhakti. Anayaya bhakti means undivided, means there is no other means, only by pure devotion. You know, Anayaya means Prabhupada used unalloyed. One time he was moving with all his devotees and he saw an iron factory where it's written unalloyed. So Prabhupada loved that word. And that is where the word unalloyed came into many of his translations, you know. So unalloyed means it's pure, not mixed with any other metals. So same thing, pure bhakti. What is bhakti? Now let me ask the question class. When we say bhakti, what does that mean? Let's discuss.
Pure devotional service.
Yeah, pure devotional service. That is what bhakti means. So what does that mean?
Pure, there's no material desire.
No material desire, yes. Yeah, no material desire in what?
In outcome.
Huh?
There's no desire in the outcome.
No
Desire in outcomes. There's no desire.
outcome.
None of your actions have any desired outcome. It's a process. You're involved in a process.
Okay, no desire in outcome of what? That is the question. Just like she said.
A fruit of materialistic benefits.
So what?
Fruitive materialistic benefits.
No fruitive material. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you are right. So what is bhakti itself? Yes, all this you are mentioning is what is not bhakti. It means that bhakti cannot be mixed with all these things you are saying. Yes, it's good, you are right. But what is bhakti itself?
It's devotion.
Devotion. Devotion means what? I'm expecting something. That is why I'm again and again asking this question. I want to hear something.
Selfless.
Deep dedication.
Meditation, yes. Meditation. I want something more.
Dedication.
Controlling our
Dedication.
senses.
Dedication. Is that what?
Controlling our senses.
Controlling the senses. Yes. I want more.
Compassion.
Faith, faith or love, Prabhu?
Huh?
Faith or love?
Faith or love? Yes.
Loyalty.
When they say, what is devotional service? Please, coach, tell us what is devotional service is. Yeah, tell us.
Work or action without waiting for fruitive reactions or fruitive results.
Yes, yeah, that is it. That is it. Okay, I want something more.
Complete surrender.
Complete surrender. Yeah, it's one of it. But I want you to quote a devotee who define what devotional service.
Devotional service or bhakti yoga, actually, Prabhuji, is a process of offering love and service to Krishna with sincerity and dedication and without attaching to the result of your activity.
You are very smart, Mother Shraya. You put all together all the answer you have been hearing. Very good. But I want something more. Okay. Okay,
So
let me know.
Okay.
So what?
Can I try?
I try again.
is devotional service is Shravanam considered also devotional service, like hearing about Krishna?
Already mentioned the beginning. You have to mention the person who mentioned what is devotional service, and you already started mentioning the beginning. And what?
Chanting Hare Krishna,
No,
Krishna.
I understand.
Sri
Chanting Hare Krishna.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yeah, I know. No, you see. Okay, it's like this. I see. Whenever you want to quote this kind of or answer this kind of question, you have to make reference. You see, Prahlad Maharaj described what devotional service is in Srimad Bhagavatam. We have mentioned it many times. You have had it also in lectures many times. Shravana Kirtana Vishnu Smaranam, Achana Vadanam, Dasyam, Sakyam Atmani Vedanam. What does that mean? Devotional service means 9 processes. We have 9 processes of devotional service. Hearing, chanting, remembering. This is what I was expecting. When we say devotional service, what does that mean? Hearing, chanting, remembering, worshiping. Then who said it? Prahlad Maharaj. This is how Prahlad Maharaj defined devotional service in Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay? So I'm giving the work to somebody now. Search for us on Google where this is in Srimad Bhagavatam. And let us read it. Okay? Okay, very good. We are saying it. Good, go ahead.
Where is it? In my Bible?
Okay.
This is a lecture. Wait.
Yeah, that is mentioned.
Let me see.
You have to go back.
9:27, 5, 23,
Long.
24.
Okay.
What was that?
25.
Chapter?
25.
What was the chapter? 27?
Canto 7, chapter 5, verse 23 through 24.
Chapter 5, 23.
Yeah. So Canto 7, chapter 5, there's about what?
23 through 24.
So let us read it. Read it, translation. Somebody read the Sanskrit and read the translation for us.
I read it, Prabhu.
Please.
Shri Prahlad, Shri Pradav Vacha, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam, Iti Pushpum Sarpita, Vishnu, Bhakti Chen Nava Lakshana, Kriyeta Bhagavatyada, Tan Manye Ditam Uttamam. Translation. Prahlad Maharaj said, hearing and chanting about the transcendental holy name, form, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes of Lord Vishnu, remembering them, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, offering the Lord respectful worship with 16 types of paraphernalia, offering prayers to the Lord, becoming his servant, considering the Lord one's best friend. Where am I? And surrendering everything unto him. In other words, serving him with the body, mind, and words. These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service. One who has
that again. That
again.
line. Repeat that line. This 9. That's what I meant.
These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service.
Repeat it again. Repeat it again. That's what we are looking for.
All of it?
No, that line.
These 9 processes. Which one am I going to repeat, Prabhu?
These
This
9
9.
processes are
Yeah,
accepted.
these 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service.
Continue. Thank
One
you.
who has dedicated his life to the service of Krishna through these 9 methods should be understood to be the most learned person, for he has acquired complete knowledge.
So we're talking about pure devotional service. That's why I quoted this verse. And that's why I was looking for this verse. Because it's a place where Sri Prahlad Maharaj mentioned what is pure devotional service is all about. So pure devotional service means these 9 processes. Okay? And it is mentioned, if you can do any one of them perfectly, you can achieve perfection. Who attain perfection by hearing? Who attain perfection by hearing? Parishit Maharaj. He had Srimad Bhagavatam. Who attain perfection by speaking, by chanting? Shukadev Goswami. You see? Let's open to that page again so that we can talk about them. Just click on that page. Let me see the processes again. Go up a little bit up. Okay. Okay. Hearing, chanting. Who attain perfection by Vishnu Smarana? Who attain perfection by Vishnu Smarana? The person who recited it, who gave us this verse. Who is that?
Prahlad Maharaj.
Prahlad Maharaj. Very good. Let's go up. Go to the Sanskrit. Let me see the Sanskrit actually. One. Okay. Vishnu Smaranam. Who attained perfection by Pada Sevanam? Serving the lotus feet. Lakshmi. So some of you don't know any of this. I was thinking you have been listening to Srila Prabhupada's lectures. Many times Prabhupada always mention this. Who attained perfection by Archanam? Prince Maharaj. Who attained perfection by Vandanam? Akura. Who attained perfection by Dasyam? Anumanji. Who attained perfection by friendship? You should know this. Everyone should know.
Arjuna.
Arjuna.
Arjuna. And who attained perfection by Atma Nivedanam?
In perfection.
Bali Maharaj, he gave up everything for the Lord. Okay? So, and who attained perfection by performing all the 9 processes? You must have had this in the lecture before.
Prahlad Maharaj.
No. Prahlad Maharaj attained perfection actually by Vishnu's Maranam, always remembering the Lord. But who attained perfection by performing all of them all together?
Was it King Ambarasha?
Oh, very good. King Ambarish Maharaj. Yeah, King Ambarish. Thank you very much. So let's go back to Bhagavad Gita. Thank you. So yeah, Krishna mentioned, my dear Arjuna, I quoted that verse so that we can know what Krishna is talking precisely. Okay? My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am standing before you, and can thus be seen directly. Only in this way can you enter into my mysteries of my understanding. So let's hear Prabhupada's purport.
And
Yes, please.
Oh, I can. Okay. Krishna can be understood only by process of undivided devotional service. He explicitly explains this in this verse so that authorized commentators who try to understand Bhagavad Gita by the speculative process will know that they are simply wasting their time. No one can understand Krishna or how he came from parents in four-handed form and at once changed himself into a two-handed form. These things are very difficult to understand by study of the Vedas or by philosophical speculation. Therefore, it is clearly stated here that no one can see him or enter into understanding of these matters. Those who, however, are very experienced students of Vedic literatures can learn about him from the Vedic literature in so many ways. There are so many rules and regulations, and if one at all wants to understand Krishna, he must follow the regulative principles described in the authoritative literature. One can perform finance in accordance with those principles. For example, to undergo serious finances, one may observe fasting on Janmashtami, the day on which Krishna appeared, and on the 2 days of Ekadashi, the 11th day after the new moon, and the 11th day after the full moon. As far as charity is concerned, it is plain that charity should be given to the devotees of Krishna who are engaged in his devotional service to spread the Krishna's philosophy or Krishna consciousness. Throughout the world, Krishna consciousness is a benediction to humanity. Lord Chaitanya was appreciated by Rupa Goswami as the most munificent man of the charity because love of Krishna, which is very difficult to achieve, was distributed freely by him. So if one gives some amount of his money to person involved, his distributing Krishna consciousness, that charity given to spread Krishna consciousness is the greatest charity in the world. And if one worships as prescribed in the temples in India, there is always some statue, usually of Vishnu or Krishna. That is a chance to progress by offering worship and respect to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For the beginners in devotional service to the Lord, in the beginner's devotional service to the Lord, temple worship is essential, and this is confirmed in the Vedic literatures. Sitaswatara Upanishad 6.23. Yasha divi parabhaktir yatha divi tatha guru tashyati katitha he atra artatha pratkashanti mahatmanaha. One who has unflinching devotion for the Supreme Lord and is directed by the spiritual master, in whom he has similar unflinching faith, can see the Supreme Personality guided by revelation. One cannot understand Krishna by mental speculation. For one who does not take personal training under the guidance of bona fide spiritual master, it is impossible to even begin to understand Krishna. The word to is specifically used here to indicate that no other process can be used, can be recommended, or can be successful in understanding Krishna. The personal forms of Krishna, the two-handed form and the four-handed, are described as so so Durdarsham very difficult to see. They are completely different from the temporary universal form shown to Arjuna. The four-handed form of Narayan and the two-handed form of Krishna are eternal and transcendental, whereas the universal form exhibited to Arjuna is temporary. The word Twad Anina, the Drista Purvam, text 47 state that before Arjuna, no one had seen that universal form. Also, they suggest that amongst the devotees, there was no necessity of showing it. That form was exhibited by Krishna at the request of Arjuna, so that in the future, when one represent himself as an incarnation of God, people can ask to see his universal form. The word na used repeatedly in the previous verse indicates that one should not be very much proud of such credential as that one should not be no indicates an academic education in Vedic literature. One must stick to the devotional service of Krishna. Only then can one attempt to write commentaries on Bhagavad Gita. Krishna changes from the universal form to the four-handed form of Narayan, and then to his own natural form of two hands. This indicates that the 400 form and other forms mentioned in Vedic literatures are all emanations of the original 200 Krishna. He is the original, his origin of all emanations. Krishna is dynastic even from these forms. What to speak of the impersonal conception as far as the 400 form of Krishna is concerned, it is stated clearly that even the most identical 400 form of Krishna, which is known as Mahavishnu, who is lying on the cosmic ocean and from whose breathing so many innumerable universes are passing out and entering, is also an expansion of the Supreme Lord as stated in the Brahma Samhita 5.28 48. Yasya nisbasita kalam
Vivanti
anabalang kaya. Ibanti loma bilaja jagat anda
Yasya Kala Vishesho Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami.
Yeah. The Mahavishnu, into whom all the innumerable universes enter and from who they come forth again simply by his breathing process. It is plenary expansion of Krishna. Therefore, I worship Govinda, Krishna, the cause of all causes. Therefore, one should conclusively worship the personal form of Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead who has eternal bliss in knowledge. He is the source of all forms of Vishnu. He is the source of all forms of incarnation. He is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, in the Vedic literatures, Gopala Tapani Upanishad 1.1. The following statement affirms Shakshid Ananda Rupaya, Krishnaya Klista Karini, Namo Vedanta Vidayaya, Goravi Buddhi Sakshini. I offer my respect obeisances unto Krishna, who has transcendental form of bliss, eternity, and knowledge. I offer my respect to him because understanding him means understanding the Vedas, and he is therefore the supreme spiritual master. Then it is said, Krishna by Paramam Vaitam. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Gopala Tapana Upanishad 1.3 Iko Basi Sarvaga Krishna Riya Iko Pisan Mahodayu Babati. That one Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and he is worshipable. Although he is one, he is manifested in unlimited forms, expanded incarnations. Gopala Tapani Upanishad 1.21 the Brahma Samhita 5.1 says Isvara Parama Krishna Sakshat Ananda Vigraha another other Govinda Sarva Karanam Karana. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna, who has a body of eternity, knowledge, and bliss. He has no beginning, for he is the beginning of everything. He is the cause of all causes. In the Vishnu Purana 4.11 to 4, it is said, Yatra Bhatrinam Krishna Kayam Param Brahma Naraptirti. The Supreme Absolute Truth is a person. His name is Krishna. He sometimes descends to this earth. Similarly, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, we find a description of all kinds of incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and in this list, the name of Krishna also appears. But then it is said that this Krishna is not an incarnation of God, but oh my the original Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. Iti kamsa kala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavam Swayam. Similarly, in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says, Mata Parantaram, not yet, not yet. There is nothing superior to my form as Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. He also says elsewhere in the Bhagavad Gita, Aham Adar He Divanam, I am origin of all the demigods. And after understanding Bhagavad Gita from Krishna, Arjuna also confirmed this is the following words, Param Brahma Param Dhamapavitram Paranambhavam. I now fully understand that you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Absolute Truth, and that you are the refuge of everything. Therefore, the universal form which Krishna showed to Arjuna is not the origin form of God. The original is the Krishna form. The universal form with its thousand and thousand of heads and hands is manifest just to draw the attention of those who have no love for God. It is not God's original form. The universal form is not attractive for pure devotees who are in love with the Lord in different transcendental relationships. The Supreme Godhead exchanges transcendental love in his original form of Krishna. Therefore, to Arjuna, who was so intimately related with Krishna in friendship, this form of universal manifestation was not pleasing. Rather, it was fearful. Arjuna, who was a constant companion of Krishna's, must have had transcendental eyes. He was not an ordinary man. Therefore, he was not captivated by the universal form. This form may seem wonderful to persons who are involved in elevating themselves by protest activities. But to persons who are engaged in devotional service, the two-handed form of Krishna is the most dear. Hare Krishna.
You can just see Prabhupada's path. Whenever Prabhupada hears about bhakti, you see Prabhupada will speak long purport, give long purport trying to explain, to tell us the importance of bhakti. And that is why it is mentioned that this Prabhupada's purport, there is a static love for Krishna. Very, very wonderful. See how Prabhupada described and trying to convince us how bhakti is the only means to attain Krishna. You know, and how Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's very, very wonderful. He quoted so many verses, from many of, all the different Vedic literatures. Upanishad, Upanishad, quotes from Brahma Samhita. So many verses there, so proper quoted, just to convince us about, the supremacy of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So it's very, very wonderful, very wonderful. So there's no other means to understand Krishna, only by bhakti. And that is why, Srila Prabhupada, he gave us the programs, our daily activities we perform, so that we can be, practically engaged in this bhakti. Like the devotees, they wake up in the morning, they do Mangalati, and immediately after Mangalati, we are supposed to sit down and chant our rounds. You chant your rounds, then you go out for daily activities for the pleasure of Krishna. Today we went for Harinam, very wonderful Harinam in Chinatown. Very beautiful Harinam. Was very nice. You see so many people like rivers, people were just moving like rivers, and were chanting there. They were very happy to see the devotees. It was beautiful, very beautiful, very nice. So, like somebody also mentioned the other time when I was asking what is bhakti, chanting the holy name of Krishna. Chanting the holy name of Krishna is one of the topmost activity you can perform in bhakti. So chant the holy name of Krishna. If you can chant the holy name of the Krishna 24 hours a day, then you are considered to be a pure devotee of Krishna. So chanting the holy name of Krishna, if you can take it very seriously and you chant every day, very, very soon, you will see Krishna. Because what happens is that when you chant the names of Krishna, you are calling Krishna. Like some devotee, because they are chanting this very seriously, you see them sometimes when they see Krishna or they see something about Krishna, give so much emotion to Krishna, they will start crying. Because the heart is becoming so soft. And very soon then, you see, they will be seeing beyond in the material, using the beyond the material heights. We can directly relate with Krishna. So chanting the holy name of Krishna, Papa says 99. Our advancement in spiritual life depends 99.9% about our chanting the holy name of Krishna. 99.9. How you take the chanting of the holy name of Krishna seriously. And when you are chanting the holy name of Krishna, you have to do a lot of hard work. It's very some devotees, they don't want to do this hard work. What do I mean by this? What do I mean by the hard work? See, some devotees, when they are chanting the name of Krishna, they might go here and there. You know, they want to press phone. They are chanting there, and they are not calling the mantra completely. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare. So for you to be able to chant nicely, you have to do the hard work of listening to what you are chanting. It's hard work because the mind doesn't want to listen. You know, you have to listen to, every word of that mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. You have to listen to it. You have to chant it and listen to it one by one. If you can chant in this format with sincerity in the heart, calling for Krishna, understanding of Krishna, knowing Krishna will become very, very easy for you. Okay? So any question or comment regarding this? We have one more verse to go. Then I will give assignments. We have to summarize this. We have to summarize the whole chapter because we are finished. How many of us here today?
There are 8 of us, Prabhu.
Okay. So eight of us.
Excluding you. I excluded you.
You said?
There are 9 people in the room, but I excluded you, Prabhu. So there are 8 students.
Yeah. So I'm trying to divide it so that we can. So Mata, please go to test number 55 so that we finish it. It's supposed to be the last verse, last test.
Oh,
okay. This is the conclusion. Krishna will conclude everything here. Okay, let me divide it. Okay, so we have 35 to 46. Actually, chapter 11 is grouped in different ways, so I want to take the groups and see how we give to every devotee. Oh, this is the mouse I forgot it. Okay. So chapter 11. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let me divide it like that. So like this, we have it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have a 6 division. So we have 1 to 8. Who is going to take 1 to 8?
I'll take it, Prabhu.
Okay. Mother Nyarika, please write your name and send it into the group that you are taking 1 to 8.
Okay, Prabhu.
Then we have the second 9 to 31. Who's going to take that?
Yeah, 15.
I'll take it, Prabhu.
Who's taking 9 to 31?
15.
Huh? Who is saying?
Is
Who
it
is saying?
31, Prabhu?
Huh?
9 to 17.
You say what?
9 to 31, that's like
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
okay. That is the division. So 9 to 31.
22.
That
Yes.
is one division. So who's taking that?
Mother Tripura.
It's not about the quantity. It's based how the 11th chapter is divided. So who's taking that?
Okay, Prabhu.
Huh?
Okay, I'll take it, Prabhu.
Okay, good. Then we have 32 to 34. Who is taking that?
I'll take it, Prabhu.
It's very short. Some of them you may not even have anything to say because it's very short. So you better take the one that will make you to study nicely. Okay. We have 35 to 36, 46. Who's going to take that?
I'll take it, Prabhu.
Oh, very good. And then we have 47 to 55. Who will take that?
I'll take it, Prabhuji.
So how many people remaining who have not taken?
Me?
Oh, just raise your hand if you have not taken.
I have not.
Indicate by using the emoji.
I'm working on it.
If you have not taken, use the emoji.
Got it.
So raise your hand. And okay. Okay, very good. Only two of you left. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you what I've given others. So Prabhu David, you should take 9 to 31. Okay? 9 to 31. And Madam Meganand, you should take 35 to 46.
Okay, Prabhuji.
You got it? You got it?
Yes.
Everybody got now?
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhu. 35 to 46.
Huh?
35 to 46.
35 to 46. Yeah, that's what I said. No, 35 to 46. Yes, that's what I said.
Okay, Prabhu.
If you don't hear your own, please let me know. You have to send it. Once you get your own, you send it into the group. Okay? Once you get yours, you send it into the group immediately.
Send to the group.
Yes.
Prabhu, mine is 32 to 34, right?
32 to
34.
32 to 34, yes. Just 3 verses.
Okay.
Somebody has to make me a member of the group.
He said,
I think I need to be a member of the group.
you are not there.
In the group.
Oh, okay. Let me add you.
Okay.
Now, normally I had people, once I see that they are studying in the class. So you have become steady now, Prabhu, so you are qualified to be in the group.
You know that I work most of the time at nighttime, so I don't know how steady I can be after this week.
Okay, Prabhu. It's all right. So thank you very much. So this is a very nice verse. Mad karma kri mad paramo, mad bhakta mad sangas brajitaha. Nirvara sarvabhuteshu yasama etipandava. So Prabhupada explain this, and it's, the detail in the purport is very, very sweet. And we don't have time to read it today because we are going to prepare for our examination. So the first student who is going to face the examination must be prepared now and be waiting for the class to open. So, so thank you very much. Go read this last verse. Read it very nicely for the person who is supposed to give us. So today is Wednesday. So presentation is on Friday again. Okay. Is that enough? 2 days is enough?
Yes.
Okay, on Friday again. Thank you very much. See you, if you are picked today for your exam, see you in the classroom very soon. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
And sorry, I say I'm going to mention about the exam. The examination is 25 questions and it's 4 points per question. And they are not very difficult. So don't worry yourself. Just make sure you open the book from beginning to the end. Just be opening it and be reading it. Then you will get all the answers. They're not very difficult. I promise you. But you have to open the book from beginning to end. Just go through them. So it will not just look as if the book is for decoration. You have to read it. Just read it normally. You don't need to memorize it also. You will know it. You will just go through it. If you go through it, you are going to get the answer. Just go through the book. Read it from beginning to end. So that is the task for you. Okay, so it's not difficult. If you go through the book, you will get all the answers. Like I said, I'm promising you, I'm not making it very hard, but just go through the books. Okay? Hare Krishna. See you in the next class.